Alright, we're back. Back to the darkest. Longest of darkest. Okay, we are just trying to kill some more time. I want the sun to go down a little bit more before we cash in for the night. So let's do a... Did our condition drop like crazy? Alright, yeah, let's harvest this guy. Actually, probably want to harvest both of these because it's still just barely dark. But that's good because then we'll be all up to date. I think that's our last. That is our last guy that we need to harvest. Make sure I don't lose my spot here in the darkness. Let's break down this crate in the dark. And then we'll put all of our guts and rabbit. Okay, so we got our food. Let's go ahead and eat up. Eat up for the night. Might get some parasites here. Alright. We're all ready to go. Let's do the full 12 hours. Won't be able to sleep for the full 12 hours. Ah, crap. Couldn't make it to daylight. It's almost there, though. Uh-oh, do we not have water? Okay, good. Alright, so if we get
anything right now.
Again, with this food, if we get a decent day today, probably should have went in crouch mode. Because these vicious Neanderthal wolves on my case. Alright. Probably doesn't look like we're going to get a nice day out of today, especially with the storm going on. Oh, look at our temperatures dropping like crazy. Yeah, because it's 5 degrees outside. But it is nice, tranquil. I had my hatchet, keep forgetting to bring it. Could have broke that down. Okay, I see the wolves over there just pouncing. So our temperature is dropping like crazy, so we're probably gonna have to wait for a little bit here. So let's go back inside. Gather up some resources for the day's journey. Good start on our... I can't see crap in here. Could start on our deer skin. We need some water. Might just have to make a fire with my one match. Can't read a book in the dark. Yeah, I can't see crap in here. Alright, let's just pass the time. We'll pass time for an hour. Play a little bit of solitaire. There we go. Alright, let's get the... Oh, we are desperately in need of some water. Alright, at least it sounds like a nice day outside. No wind. I have to check the traps. See what we conjured up. Alright, give me some meat. Oh crap. No luck. No luck on the day. We had some luck over here though. Okay, the wolves are still pretty far off. Doesn't look like they've been alerted to my presence yet. Alright, looks like we got a couple of wabbits. It's kind of good that they're over there now.
Die if I don't get some food soon.
Again. This guy just never stops wanting to eat. It's his problem. Alright, so let's get these traps set up. Yeah, we're probably going to have to start making this, come on, man. Get it down. Get it down. There's wolves on the way. What the hell? Come on, dude. There we go. Alright. Come on. Come on, give me the frickin' rabbit. Alright, they're pretty close. I need to hurry up. Alright. Alright, let's harvest these. We'll get some of our warmth back. And then we could start making that deer skin pants, hopefully. Man, we need a nice day. I knew I was going to waste those 2 days that I wasted crafting stuff. And here comes the storm. That is just great. Can't get a break in this game. Just can't seem to get a break. So we might have to wait a whole freaking day over here. Oh man, that's just terrible. That is just terrible. Look at all this meat over here we just got chilling. I mean, I can't even go around and do anything in a day like today. I don't even think I'd be able to craft anything. What's the temperature? -3? Yeah. Crappy day. Crappy day to do anything. But you know what we can do? Maybe. Let's go check the fridge. I think we got some beef jerky that's ready to go sour. Go sour on us. Let's check the ground for some cured hide real quick. There's some rabbit pelt. Nope. Only thing you can make is either no, you can. You just need to have a certain what's it called? There's a certain thing in the game that I never found in this particular game. It's like a fire starter. So that's about as close as you can get. So right now, that's why it's so important. Okay, well, we picked up the wrong thing. Let's drop this guts off. That's why it's so important to get the magnifying glass, because if you don't have it, you're gonna die. Okay, hopefully that didn't screw everything up. Okay, good. It's still at 62%. Because you only get a certain amount of matches, right? So with the matches, you run out of matches, you can't make any fires for the rest of the game. So if you don't get the magnifying glass, you're not going to have any fires. So I was lucky and fortunate to find one. Magnifying glass, that is. Pick up all these guts and stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get a nice day, especially on the easier difficulties, you get some nice days pretty often. But on the harder ones, like, it doesn't really come. And then plus the place we're going to next, like, it's always terrible. If you think it's terrible here, wait till we go to that zone. Like, that zone is just, I mean, it's just constant storms and blizzards. And there's nowhere to sleep. There's no houses. That's why, like, you have to prepare this whole time just to go down there, because that's the only forge. There's only, like, I think maybe 3 or 4 forges in the game. Unless they added something. They might have added something. But as far as I know, we've got 19 matches left, 20, and I think I put some matches in the other place. Yeah, right. Not in this mode. Yeah, on the game that I started the very first time, when I checked all the houses and stuff and went to all the places we already been, I had over like 500 matches. On this game, I've got 20, you know? And that's the difference. I mean, I'll go to a place, like, because all these drawers and stuff, I mean, they usually have stuff in them. And nothing. Nothing. That's why it's a really, like, a big challenge when you play on the harder difficulty. And this isn't even the hardest difficulty. And then I thought whenever you get your, because it's all about starting fires in this game. If you can't start fires, you're going to die. Oh, the map is huge. Huge. Like, we haven't even left one area and gone into the next one. And we can't. Alright, let's see what... It sounds bad outside, so we're probably not going to be able to do much. I'm thinking maybe we can put like a half an hour into some deer pants, maybe. Get away with it. Yeah, the map is huge. And I think there's like maybe 7 or 8 zones. This is one of the bigger zones. Oh, look at that. We do have a nice day. But there's a lot of wind, so I don't know if I'll be able to start a fire. We could try. Too windy to start a fire. So, I got a plan here. If we can get a little symbol that pops up right here. So we might be able to start a fire here. But the thing is that as soon as I leave this area with my torch to start, my torch might go out. If my torch goes out, then I have no fire. But when you're like in a cave, well, no, because you still need to be out in the sunshine to start the fire. And this technically isn't a nice day, but we're able to start a fire. Alright, let's see if I can take the torch out of this thing. Alright, let's see if it blows out. Run, run, hurry up. Okay. We made it. We made it! Yeah, and then like when you get your fire starting, ability all the way to 5. Like I was thinking, well, you know, if you get to 5, you should be able to like rub some sticks together, something. But no, you still can't start fires. Oh crap, I need some wood. Let's get some wood before my torch goes out here. But it makes it to where you can start fires without tinder. So that's pretty nice. Not that it's that big of a deal. I mean, you can make tinder with anything. But it's nice not have to carry something else when you have to go out on these massive journeys. So we're going to throw all these sticks in. That torch. Okay, we're going to keep all this water. We're going to have to make some more water, so we're going to have to utilize this fire like crazy. Okay, let's drop off all the water. This is all the potable water we have. Okay, we'll keep that much. Alright, let's go pick up all our... How much fire? Okay, we got about an hour, so that's good. So we'll make up all this... I don't think we checked... Yeah, we did. We did check the traps. There might be some more, but... It's not like we can... I mean, it takes 20 minutes to get the meat out of there. So that's like half of my fire is gone. So really you want to make sure that you have this all ready before you start the fire. Okay, we gotta hurry up because we're gonna stink like crazy. These wolves are gonna come. But at least we got the wind is kind of going the other way, away from where the wolves are sitting. Okay, good. And then when our cooking skill gets better too, we'll be able to, when we cook stuff, alright, let's see here. Let's cook our old stuff first. See, it lasts a long time when you put it out in the cold like that. And then same with the other meat when you actually have it cooked. And then not all of this meat is going to give me the full benefit. The ones that cook for 30 minutes, oops, didn't even do that. Okay, we gotta find the pot. Come on, there it is. The ones that cook for 30 minutes give you the full amount of food, but with the rabbit, you see that one's only going to cook for 3 minutes. It's not much meat. So that's why it's really hard to survive just on rabbit alone. Yeah, I think the most is 2.2 pounds for every... Okay, this one's done. See, it only gives you 39 calories for this one. So that's nothing. Because you need 700 every night to sleep for the 12 hours. And you don't necessarily need to sleep for 12 hours, but you just want to make sure you make it to daytime. Because you can't do crap at night. Can't go outside. Can't do anything. It's just too cold. Even with the most, even if I got every single thing you can get, like on the clothing, you still can't go out there. This moose hide cloak's gonna be nice when I can make it. But that's gonna be a long time. It's so hard to kill a moose. I mean, you could shoot them in the head and they'll still come charging after you. And they're vicious. You can't even really walk by a moose because they'll come charging after you, and they'll break your ribs or your leg or your arms, and then it takes a long time to recover from that. A very long time. Okay, we got to check our fire here. I don't want to run out. 46 minutes. Let's get some more wood. Yeah, we're going to have to use a lot of wood on this one because we need to make a bunch of water. And we don't know when our next fire is going to come. So that's 2 hours and 30 minutes of fire. And then, I mean, I can use... The thing is that sticks don't really bring much fire. So it's better to use like logs and stuff, but the problem with logs is that, you know, you can't just go pick them up. You have to like chop stuff down. You chop stuff down, you got to use one of your weapons. A hatchet, something, whatever. The hatchet breaks down. Once it breaks to 0, you don't have a hatchet anymore. I have 1 hatchet. And then the good thing about the forge is you can make another hatchet. But even still, that hatchet's going to break. So that's why I want to make sure when I go to the forge, I'm going to make like 4 hatchets and like 4 knives, if we can even survive. Because this is all in preparation to go make that stuff. And then we're going to have to bring it all back over here. Because there's nowhere to kind of like... This is the best, the easiest place to start in the game, because you have like this little house right here, right? And then the town of Milton where we started, that's a nice little spot too. It's just the problem there is that, I mean, we're going to go by there because there's a cave over there that I got to go to and maybe get some more coal, and it might not be there. And I think that actually respawns. The coal does respawn, if I'm not mistaken. And it's only found in caves. So that town is really cool because you get a nice little house there, and it's got, you know, some nice places to kind of camp in. And but the problem is that when you lay those snares down, it'll be weeks before you catch a rabbit. Sometimes. And if you can't catch food, like, you're gonna die. But there's always wolves too, just like this place. But this place, it's like wide and open, so I can see where the wolves are. In that place, all the houses are so close together, there could be a wolf right behind the door or right behind the building. You come around one side of it and boom, you're dead. And that's it. You gotta start all over. And what day am I on? I'm on day 18. So it's like I gotta start on day 1. And not only that, you got to go back to all those places. You got to pick up all your stuff again. Hopefully you get like a magnifying glass, a hatchet. Like, these are the things that you can't survive without in this game. And there's no guarantee that you're going to even get them. So that's why I think this is probably one of the best. I mean, the graphics are alright. I mean, they're not, you know, they're kind of clunky and stuff, you know. The controls is really good, but it's the ultimate kind of like survival game. And there's a couple of different modes. I've never played them. I just like the survival aspect of it. The other modes is kind of like a survival type play, but not like this. There's actually people and stuff, and there's like missions you can do, I think. I don't know. I just kind of read about it. But this is like, you know, the ultimate. And there's no goals in this game other than to survive. So how can you survive in this game? And for us, we found this cabin. We are making rabbit. Nothing but rabbit. Waiting for nice days to even make a fire. And it could all end. Like, the next time I walk out that door could be the last time I walk on this earth. Okay, let's melt some snow. And that's the cool thing about it, you know. These are my favorite type of games where you die and that's it. And there's not too many of them out there. But like, talk about a challenge, you know. Okay, did we just get some cooking skill? Nice. So let's see. Now, no calories lost when smashing open cans. That is awesome. Good, because I never found... You need a can opener in order to open up cans. You could use your knife, but I don't want to use a knife to... I mean, it damages it, right? What happens when I don't have a knife? I've got one. Oh, I don't have anything to cook. I've got one knife, so if it's gone, I don't have a knife. If I don't have a knife, I can't harvest like animals. I can't defend myself from attacks from wolves. I mean, you need a knife. So you got to be really careful what you use your stuff for. How much? Okay, we still got an hour, 30 minutes. So it takes about 2 hours for this stuff to kind of cook all the way through. So let's grab some more. And that's the cool thing about this game, in my opinion. The ultimate in survivability. We want to make sure we don't have too much fire. 2 hours should do it. And that'll cook everything through. It wouldn't, if you have the fire going for too long, you'll boil all your water out. So this will give us another 2.5 gallons of water. And then we got 2.5 gallons there. And that's it. And 5 gallons should be good. At least for another week or so. And then I also got this backup water in this toilet here. And I'm saving 1/2 gallon. Because I would probably say you probably drink, because water is the hardest thing. It's the easiest thing to kind of make as long as you got fire, because you can just melt snow, but you need so much of it. And like when we go on our journey, I'll probably have to take a couple of different things. Okay, we got all our food, so let's go drop all this food off outside. On our journey, you're probably going to need, because you can make those fires, right? Those campfires, but they only have 2 cooking slots on them. So you can throw like meat on there, you know, that's one. So you got one more, and you need to make water. You can't carry around 5 gallons of water. That's 40 pounds. So you have to make your water as you go, but it's easy to make as long as you have sunshine or a couple of matches. That's why it's very imperative that we don't waste any of these matches, because we're going to need all of them just to get to that place. Oh yeah, look at all this food. Oh yeah. And that looks like a lot, but it's really not, because it's all rabbit. If you got that same couple of stacks of venison, then you're doing pretty good. And then once we get our, okay, we don't have anything on the stove other than the water, so we're good. Okay, looks like we got something over there. Let's go check it out. And we still got these. I mean, these have been here for a long time, so so that's 90% gone, or 90% good. Same thing there. So I mean, it lasts a long time if you put it outside. If we kept all that food inside, it would all be bad already. And like all that preparation, preparing all this food is all gone. So you really want to keep it outside. Okay, hopefully that wolf doesn't come over here. Looks like we got a broken snare too. So this is the easiest way to kind of make food, because this particular area right here is guaranteed you're going to come out with 2 or 3 rabbits every day. And I haven't found another area like that yet. Granted, I haven't really been think I've been to 5 or 6 of the maps in the game. So maybe there is a better place, but there's no other place like this. Every other place is going to be outside. Or it has like maybe like a half a shelter. So half a shelter means that, uh-oh. Come on, please give it to me. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, crap. Okay, got it. Get the hell out of here. So that wolf comes and chomps me down. Okay. Okay. So the thing about, you know, having half a shelter, you know, so it might be out of the wind, but it's not out of the cold. So this is, you know, it's an enclosed shelter. There's a couple of them in that other town, but really the rest of the game doesn't have anything like this. So that's why it's so much harder to start in those areas as opposed to starting in this area. And I can go to those areas. Eventually we will, but it'll have to be like on excursions. So like one day I'm going to say, okay, let's go to this place, right? So we're going to pack all this crap for the journey. And there's no guarantee we're going to make it. Because you can, I don't know, run and walk, trip and fall and break your ankle, and then you can't run anymore. So if you can't run, wolves are just going to devour you. There's also bears. We haven't even seen a bear yet. Those guys are vicious. And they run. You can't outrun a bear. A wolf you can outrun. A bear you can't. Like, you're gonna die. You see a bear, you're pretty much dead. You can like jump in a car or something maybe and wait for him to kind of walk by. But that's pretty much all you can do versus a bear. I do have on YouTube, I always post all my videos. It's under a different name because I tried to keep the same name, but I screwed up and I didn't. So it's still under A-Sushi-Chef, so you can check out some of the videos, but I got a video of one. I got attacked by the same bear 4 times, but it was on an easier mode, so I was able to like kind of make it. But I tried to outrun him, and he chased me like through a valley, through a trench, through like over a bridge. Like he just followed me until he almost killed me. And I don't even know how I made it. I had like, if you look at that bar down there where the heart is, there was like a sliver left. And that's the end of your journey. That's why I'm kind of afraid. I've got this one game where I'm like 100 and something days. There's a, what's it called? An achievement. If you make it 500 days in this game, you get that achievement. So I'm kind of like afraid to go back, but I've got the kind of this same setup going, you know, and I think I have it all recorded too. I might not for that game maybe. And I'm kind of afraid to play it because it's like, man, if you die, that's it, you know. And I don't want to die. Okay, so we got the, we need to go make a snare real quick. I mean, all this stuff, you've seen how long it takes to do all this stuff. I mean, it takes forever. And that's cool because, I mean, we really have nothing to do in this game, right? All we're doing is like, how are we going to eat today? Okay, well, let's do this. How are we going to gather wood to eat today? Okay, let's do this. And that's all it really comes down to. How are you going to be able to feed yourself today? And luckily we got all this meat now ready to go. I got another stack right here. And then this wolf can kill me. And we've only been attacked one time, I think. So we've been getting pretty lucky. Like there's games where I just, you know, you get attacked every which way you look. But I don't know how I've been managed to make it this long, to be honest. Especially on this mode. Because when you get attacked, you know, you're going to bleed. We didn't bleed the last time though, which is kind of surprising. And then most likely you're going to get some kind of infection from that bite. But we got lucky. And then the thing is like in the normal game, they give you like antibiotics and other kind of like medicines. But in this game, I didn't get any of that stuff. All I have is a couple painkillers. And painkillers do nothing. I mean, they just make it to where your guy isn't hurting anymore, but he's still gonna die, you know? So you gotta find those, like, those mushrooms and the rose hips. That stuff will, like, cure your infection, or if you've got a disease from eating bad food, you're gonna get food poisoning, so you need to do something or you're gonna die. So I have a finite amount of that stuff. I think I've got 3. Let's see. I have them somewhere. Got those water purification tabs. So the only way to find that stuff... Okay, I do have a few. So I've got 3 Reshi teas and then 2 rose hip, and that's all I got. And then I got, okay, I found some antiseptic, but I don't have antibiotics. So that'll cure from like an infection. So the alternative to this antiseptic is to have the old man Beard's wound dressing. It's the same thing. You find this out in the wild. This is like in the game. So out of all of my journeys, I've just found that one. But I've had found a bunch of these dressings. So in order to make these things, you got to find these things. It takes 3 of them, I think. They only grow on trees, and once you get them, they don't respawn. Like, that's the last time you're gonna get them. So you have to go to like different zones to find these things, and then when you get them from those zones, they're gonna disappear. Like, you can't go back ever again to find them again. So the only thing to do is you can't get bit, because you've only got a couple, you know, for the rest of the game. So that's why it's so important, you know, that we're kind of walking around trying to dodge all these wolves and stuff, because there's a finite amount of this stuff. And then I don't even know, like, let's say I did use them all. I think there's like maybe something in here that might say something. No. I was thinking like there's a medicine thing here, but no, there's not. Yeah, so you're screwed. So basically, when you go to like a new zone, you got to get everything, because you're probably never going to come back, and there's no need to come back, because if you get attacked by a wolf or a bear or a moose, you're not going to have anything. So that's why I guess the whole thing, how long can you survive in these harsh conditions? And there's one spot where they actually have some fishing, and I've never been to it. I think I've been to the area, like I started off there just to see it, because I knew I'd never get there. It's like 5 or 6 zones away. And then it's all kind of like chance too, and luck. If you find, like, once we have like a bow and stuff, it might be a little bit easier to get food. Okay. But then you got to cook it, right? So I've got 20 matches to last me for the rest of the game, unless I go to these zones and there'll be a book of matches. And I just find that hard to believe, because every zone you go to has less stuff, like less bookshelves, less containers. So that's why this place is the easiest, because it has the most amount of containers, the most buildings, the most beds, all that stuff. And all the other zones don't have any. There's one zone that has nothing, like it's just open. It's called Timberwolf Mountain, and this is another nice. This whole day has been nice. It's like I want to start a fire, but I'm just like thinking, if I start a fire, I got to go collect wood, because I have enough wood for like one more fire, maybe two. So it's like, yeah, I want to use this day to do something, but I've only got no raw food to cook. So it's just like, yeah, I probably better not waste all my wood. Because we get lucky too, when we go out foraging for stuff. We've been finding wood. And like this stuff creates wood, and it falls down quite often actually. But like I said, you have to use a hatchet to break it down. And a hatchet, once it breaks, I've got one. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to do it yet. And even over here, with these saplings, like you need them. You need them to make arrows and bows and all that stuff. But you have to break them down. You have to break them down either with a hacksaw or a hatchet. I have one of each. Once I lose it, and the hatchet, or not the hatchet, the hacksaw, you can't make another hacksaw at the forge. Everything else you can make, but the hacksaw you can't make. So if that breaks, you have to find another one. And there's no guarantee that there's another one in this entire game, especially on this level. Okay, where are these guys going? Okay, those crows, I think there's a dead body over there. And those crows are always going to be there. So now we just got to make sure. It would have been nice to have some kind of rabbit over here. That way, just in case a wolf came over here. But they're pretty far over there, so I don't think they're going to necessarily come all the way over here. And yeah, I could make a fire here. Got a nice day, ready to go. But yeah, then I'll have to use up all my wood I just got. And then, this wood doesn't respawn until there's a storm. Luckily, we get a storm probably like every 3 days. Every 2 days maybe. But it's like you just have to eventually go out further and further away from your place to find this stuff. And every step further we take away from our little sanctuary cabin is another step closer to death. Okay, look, we got some snow coming down now. My dude's getting tired. Do we have enough water to even make kind of a journey? No. We can't go too far away. I wanted to just go... There's a bunch of cattails on this riverbed, and I still haven't got them all. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. And these are just emergency food. Like, you don't want to eat this stuff. This stuff you always want to have, but you never want to use for the rest of the game. Because this stuff will never come back. Ever. I've played, I think 166 days is the most I got. Maybe 172, I can't remember. But they never came back. I got all this stuff, it still hasn't came back. Certain things do, like the animals always come back. This torch is going to stay here for the rest of the game until I pick it up, which is kind of cool. Okay, I gotta be careful because my clothes are gonna get wet. Okay, they're good. Once they get wet, I'm gonna freeze to death. Oh, that's right, I need to make the deerskin stuff too. Yeah, this is only for if I run out of everything, I eat these. Because these things, the good thing about these things, they never deteriorate. So it's going to be 100% condition. You can never get sick from these things like everything else in the game. But they only provide 150 food, and you need at least 700 calories to sleep every night. see what our weight is. Oh, we're still good. I guess I'm just like on an angle or something. And we gotta be careful because there's usually wolves over by these bridges. Oh, there is the timer. Alright, let's stop this one. We're gonna take 5 again, stretch out the legs, everybody, and we will be back.